For this video I am at Southwick Cemetery, a place I've only ever been to once before, about 3 years ago. I nipped in for 20 minutes to take one picture of a brave man for a story I was writing. I've never been back since, and so it is sort of a place I don't really know that much about. I do know, because I just quickly checked, that it was actually opened in 1884 to serve the community of Southwick. Now, Southwick wasn't absorbed into Sunderland till I think 1928. So before that, so that might explain why this wasn't built till 1884, because Sunderland had Southwick Cemetery, Grangetown Cemetery, and also Bishop Weymouth Cemetery. So there is a modern section over there, which obviously I don't go to, but this is the oldest part. You wouldn't actually even know it was here. I bet a lot of people in Sunderland have never even been over here. There's a main road which goes past over there, but to anybody who doesn't know Sunderland that well, Southwick is on the north side of the River Wear. Used to be a village back in the day. Look at that. What a beautiful monument. I think this is the 1920s, 30s section, so I'll go somewhere a bit older because that's a bit too recent. But this is the old bit. This is the bit I've come to have a look at. And there is the cemetery chapel, a place where funeral services would have been done before everybody headed off to the gravesite. It's actually quite big. Again, just so I can see the dates on those ones, they're all 1927, 1940. So relatively recent. It's an unseasonably nice October evening. Again, it's actually quite a big cemetery. That's for members of the Patterson family. As you can see, the column is cut at the top to signify, well, I think it's to signify a life cut short. That's a better view of the cemetery chapel. Lovely little tower. No idea what it looks like inside. Would have been shut for quite a few years. I'm trying to find the oldest section. 1904. Isaac Streeter died January the 28th, 1904, aged 45 years. Father, in thy gracious keeping, leave we now our loved one sleeping. I believe there's a Commonwealth grave section as well. I'm guessing there'll be a few accidents in here from like local coal pits, collieries, and probably accidents on the river. It's a nice carving. The cemetery actually goes all the way down over there. (1892). The one I'm looking for, I think, was around here. Or it might be further down, actually. I'll have to go on my phone because I've got a picture of it somewhere. If I can recognise it, I'll stand back. Might be some ship owners as well. This one for James William Miller, the beloved husband of Marjorie Miller, late Inspector of Durham County Constabulary, who died July the 11th, 1914, age 77 years. This looks like a Commonwealth grave. Let's see which soldier this is. That's Sergeant Vincent from the Royal Air Force from the Second World War. Some toadstools. Or some type of fungus. Oh, Jane Elliott, who fell asleep in Jesus, 13th of December 1884, aged 66 years. A light is from our household gone, a voice we loved is still, a place is vacant in our home that never can be filled. So that must be early, that's the year it was opened, 1884. And one of his sons is buried at Bishop Weymouth Cemetery. John Douglas Dagg of something farm at Hilton. Could be North Hilton, could be South Hilton. And there's a gunner, A. Williamson, Royal Garrison Artillery, 26th of July 1919, age 39. Thy will be done. That's a cool name. In loving memory of Joseph, dearly loved husband of Margaret Parfremont. Sounds French. In loving memory of Constance, the beloved wife of Wycliffe W. Rockcliffe. She was cut down like a flower. That's a cool name, Wycliffe Rockcliffe. That's a very distinct memorial. That's got a wooden cross on the top. I've never seen one of those before. And this surname is to the greater glory of God, also in loving memory of William Theodore Jupp. March 1917, for 21 years Vicar of St Columbus, Southwick on Wear. So, yeah. There's another one. Mention of the family, Herbert Basil Jupp. It just goes on and on over there. Can't even remember it being this big. Churchill. What's this one? In loving memory of Private Francis Gucci, beloved son of William and Catherine Robinson, who died of gas poison in Dewston War Hospital, Northampton, aged August 19th, 1917, aged 20 years. So, sadly, one of the casualty of the Great War and gas poison. I've never seen it ever mentioned before, like gas poison on a headstone. I'm trying to remember when the first gas was used. Was it Ypres, something like that, about 1916, 17? In loving memory of James, I think that's Donald Tully, who died on March 4th, 1900. And then at the bottom, it's got, and the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets. There, also Arthur Boston Tully of Canadian Infantry, who fell near Givenchy in France, June the 15th, 1915, aged 24 years. The gift of God is eternal. I've not seen that, who the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereafter. That's got to be a biblical quotation. I'm just going on my Facebook now to have a look for that headstone, because it has got a sad story. So I've already found a couple of interesting graves that I could possibly do stories on. I'm going to go back round here. Sacred to the memory of John Owen, who died in America April 25th, 1900. He must have emigrated at some point. It's a lovely evening. Joseph M.A. Dockeray. That's a young infant. Right, I can't find the picture of it. I thought that might help it. But basically there was a man, Came with his family to live, I think it was in Davis and Terrace over Southwick, probably about a mile and a half away. And he was down by the river weir one day, and a young lad got into difficulty, so he jumped in without any thought for his own safety. He saved the boy, but sadly he passed away. He drowned, and there was a massive public fundraising for his wife and his 3 children, and he erected a headstone in memory of him over here. And the fund, it was a couple of £100, helped pay for his wife and 3 children to emigrate to South Australia. I'll just have it. I'm going to stand back here because I might see it. Charles Pickersgill, got to be a member of the Shipyard family. That's a modern one. I can see another Pickersgill. Sadly, I haven't found it, so I wanted to show his grave because it. Brave man. There's another war one. Edwards Parker, Private Thomas Edwards Parker, 7th July, their youngest son, presumed killed in action, September the 15th, 1816, aged 18 years. You think 18-year-old? Right, I'm going to bring that to a close. So thank you very much for watching. If you do enjoy the video, give it a like and click on the subscribe button if you want to see any more. So thank you very much. That was Southwick Cemetery.